Hey yo, what's going on everybody? I hope you're all out there having a marvelous day. Welcome into the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and per the norm, I'm here just doing Michael things. And as you can see, it is a mail day, but this isn't a mail day video, okay? This is a unboxing video. I know what's in both boxes. I just want to share what I got with you. So without further ado, let's get after what's in these boxes. All right. Do left to right. All right, we'll do the left one first. We'll put that one right there for the moment. All right. I got this box in the mail yesterday, and the bigger box, the one that I just put off to the side, I got in the mail today. So, these will be the content of both of these boxes will be upcoming videos. So first, let's take out all this lovely cardboard paper that I got in my package. Toss that off to the side, and we'll reach in here and we'll grab both. Yep, you heard me. Both of these. Oh man, I got a damaged one. But you know what they say, a damaged one is a good one. But here it is, everybody. I have two. Count them. 1, 2. This is my damaged one, as you can see right there. You know what they say about the damaged boxes. The damaged boxes provide the hits. So we will open this one today, right now, for this video. And then we will save this one for an upcoming future video. Okay, so as you can see, it is the Marvel Studios What If. These are cards that were taken from the Disney Plus series of the same name, Marvel Studios What If. They got a lot of awesome things. I have never seen any of these cards. I've never seen any of the breaks, okay? I have seen some of these cards in other videos, but I've never watched anybody do a break. I've seen these cards on Whatnot and on eBay, but we will save this one for another day. Set that one off to the side. We'll put that one right there for right now, because that will be what we are opening in this video. But we will get on to, bam, box number 2. And this one, excuse me, this one I got off of eBay. Okay, little backstory time. I got this product off of eBay. I was trolling around one day. It was like, what am I going to look at? What do they have? And I just happened to put into the search bar DC comic book cards. And I was scrolling through all of the newer Upper Deck DC Annual, the 2023-2024 set that was out not too long ago. Oh, matter of fact, I have a blaster box here that is unopened for a future video. This is what I'm referring to. This is what I've seen a lot of cards, a lot of these blaster boxes, and a lot of the hobby boxes. Obviously, like I stated, the individual cards as well. And then I came across this beaut right here. The dude that was selling this must not have known what he had, because what else, other product that I have seen of this exact same on eBay has gone for many more dollars than what I paid for this. Okay, I'm talking hundreds of dollars more than what I paid for this. So when I saw this advertised at the price of $60, yes, you heard me correctly, $60. And once you'll see the product, you'll be like, how the hell did you pay $60 for that? Only $60 for that. Well, here it is, okay? I don't know, other than the fact that I got very lucky. So, okay, this is weird, opens weird. What is that there? What? I have no idea what this is on the inside flap of this. It must have been whatever it was that was in the container, the box originally, because the list here is or books. So this must have been, was it? Oh, okay, duh. I should have realized Penguin Random House. This is a box that somebody reused that ordered books. But anyway, let's get into this. Here, we'll get rid of that lovely... Here, let me just move this whole thing out of the way. We'll get rid of this lovely cardboard paper. But here it is. Double sealed. Original packaging plus a packaging on the outside. We have a DC inaugural Impel trading card set. Okay, let me get this other wrapper, the outer wrapping, off. The seller swore to me, well, I didn't swear, he said emphatically he insisted that this product was kept in a shit, what word am I looking for? Oh, a temperature moderated facility. Okay, so it was never too cold, it was never too hot, so he's thinking, it shouldn't be any bricking. But as you can see right there, DC Cosmic Cards, the inaugural edition, I have box 1,668 out of 4,500. This is a 1991 DC Comics Impel set. This is the entire, right there it is. The Cosmic Cards inaugural edition contains all 180 cards plus 10 Hall of Fame hologram cards. This was a very, very, very limited edition. As you can see, there was only 4,500 ever made. Okay, 4,500 of these complete sets ever made. So yeah, how the hell did I get it for 60 bucks? Yo, I have no clue. But when I saw what he was offering for it, okay, he was offering $49.99. Okay, I messaged the seller. I told him I will give you $45 and I will pay the full shipping price of $14 and some change plus tax for the purchase of this. It came out to a total of $60 exactly. Tax, shipping cost, and the purchase of this. 60 bucks all together. Now, I've seen this go on eBay for $600. I don't know if he or she, I believe it's a he. I could be wrong though. I didn't personally talk to them so they could hear their voice, but through the chat, it was a channel that had a unisex name. You wouldn't have been able to tell if it was a dude or if it was a chick just by the name of their YouTube channel, or I'm sorry, the eBay store page. But I presumed that it was a male just from the text back and forth. But yeah, I think he may have missed a zero when he put this up for sale. Because he told me I was the only one out of a week that showed any interest. He had this on his eBay page for a week. Alright? And he had no interest except when I put it in my favorites. And then later that day, I purchased it. So anyway, this will be a future video card or a future video rip. But let's get into this one here. The What If Marvel Studios. This set was from this last year? Is this 2024 or is this 2023? Okay, it states right there, 2023. We have, okay, there are all, well, my bad, y'all. Let me cut this open so we don't have any shine off of the plastic while we read what we are chasing in here. Because like I said, this is the first time for this product on this channel. Okay, it says discover 1990 retro design parallel cards. We have an amazing selection of big hits, including Black Diamond, Stone Relics, and Jambalaya cards. There are 6 cards per pack. 15 packs per box may contain time-sensitive redemptions. Okay. Right there, this one says collect the premium acetate cards with clear-cut chapters and acetate originals. Find Infinity Ultron metal cards. On the side here, it says search for Marvel Masterpiece. All right, focus. Come on, focus. Anyway, search for Marvel Masterpieces Battle Spectrum cards. And obviously here are all of the chase items. Zoom in a little bit more. Maybe it'll focus better. Okay, there we go. There is all of our assortment that this box may contain of all the numbered, high numbered, low numbered, 1 of 1s, holographic, jambalayas, what if zombies, frozen in time, cosmics, voids. Oh, there are so many things to chase in this. And there's some of the pictures there of what it is we are looking for. Okay, it has medallions in this. I don't know if that's one of those weird die cuts, but there's the zombie ones, and I don't know what that one is. But as you can see, it's a numbered card. All right, so without further ado, let's get after it. It's ripping time, y'all. There we go. We have there. What do we got here? Okay, we have Uatu the Watcher. We have Black Widow. And looks like we have Chakal as Star-Lord on the pack art. And on the box, as you saw, we had Doctor Strange and Agent Carter. Or Captain Carter, I'm sorry. Captain Carter and Doctor Strange. And we got Zombie Captain America on the side there. We got Uatu the Watcher on that side there. Obviously nothing on the back. We already saw what was on the bottom. So, alright. Let's do a little randomization here, even more of what we already done, taking the packs out of the box. So we'll just do a little bit more randomization of this before we start the ripping. Do it like that and like that. And then we'll split them in half. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's right. There was 15 packs. What was I thinking? Anywho. Alright, set these off to the side. And let's get after pack number 1. Alright. Kind of excited. I loved the What If show on Disney Plus. I thought it was an amazing show. I wish they would continue, but Disney's not going to continue the series. Pardon me while I get a drink. I'm a little parched. All right, let's get after it, y'all. And again, I have no idea what I am pulling out of these packs. But, oh, wow. Starting off, these Impels look like a throwback to the 1991, 92 Marvel Impels. There we go. We have supervillain Vision. And there's your information there on the back. It is a impeccable throwback to the Impel sets. These are Fleer, Upper Deck. I'm looking at the box right now, but these say Fleer on the back. Down there in the, see that there? It says Fleer, right? Fleer. Yeah, that's the Fleer logo. But all right. Oh man, and these cards are quite thick. These are definitely twice as thick. All right, let's start over. These cards are twice as thick of the original Impel 90, 91, 92 set. These are definitely thicker. All right, we'll set that over there. On to the next card. We have T'Challa as Star-Lord. Or T'Challa. I'm sorry, I said that all wrong. What if T'Challa became a Star-Lord? That was a good episode. That was pretty good. I like that one. Great artwork. Love the imagery. Follows the show, of course. There's your information there on the back. And then see, now we got the foiled Upper Deck logo on the back of this one, where on the back of that card it had the Fleer logo. But still, nonetheless, that is pretty sweet. Alright, we'll set that there, and then we'll set these here, and then we'll feature the hits in the middle, and then, you know, so on and so forth. Next, we have Captain Carter in the episode of What If the Watcher Broke His Oath. That was a good episode too, where he broke his oath of non-interference, where he helps her save multiple realities. It was a really good episode. Dude, I can't say enough good things about the show. I really liked it. Plus, you know, back in the day when I was younger, I really was intrigued by the What If series. There we go. There's all your information on the back. Please feel free at any time if you want to read the information on the back of the cards. Please pause the video. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just suggestion. Friendly suggestion. All right, next we have I don't know. It looks like it's a hit. Holy hell. It's a numbered card. It's a gold numbered card. I don't even know what kind of card this is. Oh, it is called a Possibilities Red. This one is of Hawkeye, and it is numbered, what is that, 214 out of 888. 214 out of 888. That is my first hit of the box. Not a PC character, but it is still a numbered hit. I like the gold foil. I love the foil. And I love the like firework display going off in the background there in the red. You see it there? As I rotate the card, that is absolutely amazing. I love this card. It looks great. Too bad it's not of a character that I collect. There it is. Possibilities Red. That is sweet. That is sweet. So there's our first hit of the box. We'll set that right there. Next, we have, oh my God, another hit. This one is a clear-cut chapters. This one is What If Thor Were an Only Child? This is where he battles Captain Marvel when he's the party Thor, where he comes to Earth just to have a massive party. Here, let's see if I can do something better. I got a white envelope that came in the mail today. Okay, here we go. We'll put that there like that. Actually, we'll flip it over. Do it that way. Okay, there it is. You can see it a little better. Clear cut chapters. It does not look like it is a numbered card. No, it is not numbered. But as you can see, we are What If Thor were an only child, and it gives a little bit of backstory there about Thor coming to Earth just to have one hell of a party. That is dope, y'all. That is a dope card. Too bad neither character are PC characters, but man, that is a dope card. We will set that right there. I'm running out of room for my PC hits whenever I find any. Oh, speaking of, here we go. This is my first PC card, last card of the first pack. We have Black Widow. This is during the post-apocalyptic episode where she was one of the very, very few humans still left on Earth after Ultron took over. Ultron and Vision merged into one and became a god and wiped out humanity. And then there was only a few of the superheroes and non-heroes left. Very, very few. But there we go. That's awesome. Finally, after going through the whole pack, I get a PC card. Awesome. There we go. And then my PC stand-up cards will go right there. All right. This is working out fairly well. All right. Into pack number 2. And this is very odd for these upper deck packs to open up this easily. Usually you have to fight like hell to open these bad boys up. But these ones, these What If cards open quite well. All right, next we have our first card of pack number 2. What if T'Challa became a Star-Lord? And this is of the Collector. As you can see right there, they made him look like the actor Benicio del Toro. He does a phenomenal job portraying the Collector. I think he does an amazing job. And there you go. There's information there on the back. I might keep this card as a PC card just because I like Benicio, and this is an animated version of Benicio as the character, the Collector. So yeah, I will definitely be. I'll save that one just because I like I said, I'm not a fan of the Collector because I don't even think there are any cards for the Collector, to be honest. I don't think I've come across any. But I will keep that just because. Alright, our next card number 2, is the Ancient One from the episode What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands? Which means in that episode, the woman of his life, the love of his life, crap, I just forgot her name. Christina? Yeah, his girlfriend Christina. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that here on the back. But anyway, his girlfriend Christina, she kept dying. And then he would go use the time stone and go back in time to try and save her over and over and over, but she kept on dying over and over and over. It's one of those things that the Ancient One, the Sorcerer Supreme of the time, the bald-headed woman, had explained to Doctor Strange that this was a key event, that you can't change or alter key events. Her death was inevitable. She had to die. In this reality. Because obviously What If is very broad. But yeah, this was a really good episode too, but it was a sad episode because he loved her so much that he kept going back over and over and over to try and save her life, but to no avail. Alright, next card. We have another PC of the post-apocalyptic Black Widow. This is where she is battling the multiple variations of the Ultron Vision combination character. They're little drones. See, as you can see here, the episode's What If Ultron Won. And as you can see, she has Captain America's shield because Captain America is dead. She is one of the very few, her and Hawkeye. I believe those were the only two that were featured in the episode of superheroes that were still alive fighting the good fight to try and defeat Ultron in his AI-driven horde of clones of himself. PC? For sure. Alright, next. Oh, sweet. What is this? Oh my. This is a... This is called a Dimensions Gold. This is of Party Thor. And it is in the old school Impel style. But look at that card, y'all. That is absolutely phenomenal. And again, too bad Thor's not a PC character. But man, someone, any of you out there might like this card. If you do, hit me up on my email. justdoingmichaelthings@gmail.com. Maybe we can work something out with a trade. Anyway, let's look at the back here. Thor, Odin's son. This is the Dimensions Gold card. Party Thor. This is from the episode of What If Thor Was an Only Child, which means no Hela, no Loki as family. But man, that's a badass looking card. I'll put that with the other Party Thor, the clear cut. All right, man, this is going really good. Let me adjust the camera a little bit better so you can see. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, on to the next card. Okay, we have another clear cut chap. Is this a hot box? Did I just get a hot box? Holy hell. We have another clear cut chapters, and this is the one of T'Challa. What if T'Challa became Star-Lord? All right, so here we go. Let's do this again so you can see it better. There you go. That is sweet. That is sweet. And there you go. There's information there in the back. Hard to read. But there you go. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. 2 clear-cut chapters in 2 packs. And then I got a hit there, and then I got a hit there, and then I got cards from my PC set. This has got to be a hot box. Y'all, this has got to be a hot box. All right, next card. Last card. Not a PC character in the original form, but I like this variation of Nebula. Or as my friends and I joke, Nebula. But anyway, I like this version of Nebula in the What If series. This is pretty sweet. I love the artwork, of course. I'm a huge fan of art, so I watch the animated series. I watch all animations a lot. 99.9, no, I'm going back up a little bit. 99.3%. Okay, I got to give me that 0.7 of ones that be like, I don't want to watch that one. But most animation, animated series is I watch. I'm a big kid at heart. I'm a nerd. I know. I am proud. I will wear that badge proudly. I am a nerd. I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with me saying I'm a nerd. Anybody else calls me a nerd that's outside my friendship, I'm going to kick him in the dick. Anyway, I'm sorry. Here we go. Nebula. Because I don't take no shit. Gator don't play that. Anyway. Pack number, what shit, I'm lost. I think this is 3. Yeah. Pack number 3. Holy hell. This is only pack number 3. Alright. Okay. Starting off with a good card. Good character. We have the Wasp. Getting ready to tag you with her little laser. She's going to give you the pew pew. I really like this style. I love that throwback to the 1990, because that's what this is. This is the 1990 Impel throwback. Absolutely amazing. Love the artwork. Love the imagery. Love the presentation of the card. And there's that Fleer logo again in the silver foil. But there you go. There's all the information of the Wasp, or Hope Van Dyne. Absolutely amazing. Love these cards. I love the way these cards look. I love the stock of these cards. Alright, next card we have, this one looks like Ayo. And this is what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark. In this episode, this is when obviously Killmonger rescues Tony Stark from the kidnapping and attack in the Middle East. When he does his weapons presentation, Killmonger saves him because Killmonger is a member of the Special Forces for the United States military. So in this episode, Killmonger saves Tony Stark from being kidnapped, and then he takes over pretty much the whole Stark Industry technology, where instead of Tony Stark creating the Iron Man suit for him, he makes an army for Killmonger. And Killmonger controls it and then goes and takes over Wakanda, and then, yeah. Cool episode. Wasn't a big fan of it, but it's all good. It's all good, man. Alright, next card. We have Jane Foster in the episode of What If Thor Were an Only Child. This is where she meets her and Darcy, because that's Jane, and then Darcy's standing over here. This is where they meet Party Thor for the first time, and of course, just like in the movie, Jane Foster is smitten by the beauty of the man-bitch Thor. Anyway, it was a funny episode. He just comes to Earth and brings a whole shit ton of aliens just to party. And in the process of them partying, they almost destroy Earth. But yeah, it was a funny episode. Anyway, there you go. There's information there on the back. Great looking card. Cool character. Alright, there we go. Every time I put a card up there, it gets closer and closer to this stack. You got to keep them separated a little bit better. Holy shit, here we go again. Not one, but two. Two clear cuts. Oh shit, this one is an acetate original of T'Challa, Star-Lord. Man, I might as well just leave this envelope out here so y'all can see these a little bit better. But yeah, this is the acetate originals of T'Challa as Star-Lord. And there's not much of anything on the back. Oh yeah, there is. There's the information there on the back. Alright, there it is. But yeah, that's a dope-ass card right there. And again, too bad neither one of the characters, Star-Lord or Black Panther, are PC characters. But man, that is a nice hit right there. That is a dope-ass hit right there. Man. So there's the acetate. And then on the next one, we have the clear-cut chapters. What if the Watcher broke his oath? This is where he helps Captain Carter and Doctor Strange fix the fractured multiverse and put everything back into order. Great episode. This character, Doctor Strange, in this episode is psychotic. Because this is the one where he traps himself inside of a sphere for all eternity without any outside interference. Uatu goes in there and says, hey, we need your help. Anyway, watch the show. If you have Disney Plus, while they still have it available, watch the What If series. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. They are some great stories. No bullshit, y'all. Great stories. But there it is. Acetate number, what? 1, 2, 3. 3 of the clear-cut chapters, and then the acetate original. All right, here. Oh, we were just talking about her in the previous pack. This is Christine Palmer. This is the episode where Doctor Strange keeps going back in time to save her life, but she inevitably has to die. There's information there on the back. I'm hoping it's not looking as blurry to you guys as it does to me. Looking through this lens, these cards look blurry. Maybe it's just me. I'm hoping it's just me. But there it is. There's the end of pack number 3. Yeah, y'all, 3. All right, pack number 4. All right, this was the most difficult pack so far to open up, but I still got it very well. All right, first card we have Bucky Barnes. If Captain Carter were the first Avenger. All right, in this episode, Captain Carter, in order to save... Something went wrong. Steve Rogers was unable to take the super serum formula because he got shot. Because Hydra interfered. In the process, one of their spies tried to kill everybody, shot Steve Rogers. So he was unable to take the super serum to become Captain America. Agent Carter, or Captain Carter, did take the serum, and then she became who she was as the first super soldier in this episode. Good story. She is basically the main character throughout the second, I do believe it is a second season. But there you go. There's Bucky Barnes. Alright, next card we have Iron Man. What if the world lost the mightiest heroes? This is the one where all of the superheroes were being picked off one by one. They were being killed, assassinated in the show. It was... I'm not going to give away who the bad guy was, but it took almost every Avenger to be unalived before they figured out what was going on and who was doing it. There you go. There's information there on the back. Please take time to read if you choose. Pause if you want. But there it is. All right, on to the next card. We have What If Ultron Wins? And this is the Infinity Ultron, where the Ultron and Vision merged into one being, and they defeated Thanos and took all of the gemstones and became the Infinity Stones and became the Infinity Ultron. This is that episode I was telling you about earlier of the Black Widow, where she's fighting off all of the the robot army of Ultron, while there was only a few of the superheroes left in the world. That card was a little damaged, as you can see right there. Had a turned corner. First damaged card, and oh man, this is called The Watcher's Sight. Card number 4. It is a lenticular of Party Thor. Check it out. First lenticular in the pack. The camera doesn't give it as much justice as it is in real life. That is, again, another badass card for a character that I do not collect. I don't know. I might just keep this whole set to myself just because I like the show. But there's all the... Why am I rotating it like that? You can't see shit. It doesn't change like it does on the front. Anyway, I guess I just got a little too excited, y'all. I'm sorry. But what I was saying, though, is I just might keep this set for myself just because I like the... Oh, shit. Uatu's right there in the background. I didn't even notice that. I thought those were the lights of the party Thor. Well, oh, my. Oh, my. I completely overlooked Uatu's face. Anyway, what I was saying is because I like this series so much, I might just keep all of these cards for myself. Maybe. But next we have, another clear-cut chapters. Is there a clear-cut in every pack? I swear I've gotten a clear-cut in every pack so far. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands, which is the one we were talking about when Christina kept dying. But this is the clear-cut chapter. Doctor Strange and Wong. All right, there's information there on the back. It's kind of hard to read, of course, but there it is. Again, great looking card. Man, these are nice. These are really, really nice. Alright, last card of this pack, we have the Hydra Stomper, which is the Iron Man suit that Tony Stark's dad made back during World War I. And inside this mech suit is Steve Rogers, the skinny, scrawny, un-Captain America, non-super soldier. He is the driving force of the Hydra Stomper. Man, again, you guys, I cannot say it enough. This was such a fantastic show, and to see these cards, wow. That's all I gotta say. It's wow. These are dope. These are dope. All right, on to pack number 5, I believe. What is this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, pack number 5. Man, we're not even close to being halfway through just yet, and I'm already 42 minutes into this video. It's going to be a long one, y'all. And oh my, starting off, we have Zombie Captain America supervillain. Look at that, y'all. Oh my God, y'all, this is so badass. Holy shit. I swear I got to have received a hot box. And I don't know how they determine, because I got them from Dave and Adams website. Shout out to Dave and Adams. Thank you for the hot box. Because, man, these are some badass cards, y'all. Maybe it's just because I'm new to seeing these cards that I am that impressed by them. But, man, these are absolutely amazing. I love the retro style. I love the artwork, the imagery, the show. These cards are phenomenal. Damn. I can't say enough good things about the cards either. All right, on to the next card. This one is, what if the world lost its mightiest heroes? And this one is of Scott Lang's head. Yes, you heard me correctly. His head is alive and functioning inside this jar of water. I know, it's odd as shit, but it is and he's just as sarcastically witty and funny in the What If show as he is in the movies and in the comic books. There you go. There's information on the back. Scott Lang's head, everybody. Scott Lang's head in a jar of water. So, all right, on to the next card. We have, what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? This is of Doctor Strange. And I know a lot of people don't, but I like the way that they go back and forth from horizontal to vertical, horizontal, vertical. I like both. I like both cards. There you go. There's all the information on the back of Doctor Strange. Great looking card. All right. Next we have, oh my god, this is another Party Thor. Another Party Thor, but this one is a possibilities card. This is the blue fireworks image in the back. Look at that. Oh my god. This is a Thor box. Every card, every good card, hit, insert. Let's see, this is possibilities. Almost every one has been a Thor, a Party Thor card. And again, it's pretty crappy that he's not a PC character. But this might just be PC set anyway. Oh my. Let me know down in the comments, y'all, what you think about these cards, because I swear I got a hot box. I swear I did. The guys at Dave and Adams, they did me right. And I still got another box to open up. I got another box of this product to open up. Come on, work with me here. Oh, come on, damn it. All right, there we go. But yeah, look at that. Even back there, it's shimmering and shining. Man. All right, next. Yep. There's got to be a clear cut in every pack. I don't know if that odds are in my favor for this, but damn, I got another clear cut chapter. This one is What If Zombies. I believe we got Wasp, Yelena, Okoye, Peter, and Bruce. So Hulk, Spider-Man, Okoye, one of the Wakandan guards, Wakanda royal guards. We got Wasp and Yelena Belova, the White Widow. All right, there's information there on the back. Or no. Yep. I was mistaken. No, I was not mistaken. That is those characters. Yeah. I had to think there for a moment about the episode of who the stars were in it. But there you go. Another clear cut. Oh my god. And the last card of the pack. Oh my god. Another Party Thor. But this is the base card of this. It's the same image, just smaller for the, what's it, I called it again? The possibilities card. Like, oh my god. Party Thor is partying up this box. Holy shite, everybody. This has got to be a Thor. It is. There's no gotta be. This is a Thor hot box. Majority of all the hot hits are of Thor. Or, I'm sorry, Party Thor. Excuse me. Pack number 6. Pack number 6. All right, we got Doctor Strange Supreme in the retro 1990 style. Great artwork. Look at that. Look at that. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. So Doctor Strange Supreme. There's all your information there on the back. Absolutely amazing. Love these cards, y'all. Man, I can't say it enough. These are absolutely amazing. All right, next card we have What If Captain Carter Were the First Avenger of Captain Peggy Carter taking the injection for the super serum, or the super soldier serum. Great artwork, great imagery. Nice. Absolutely amazing. Next card, we have What If Captain Carter Were the First Avenger? And this is of Howard Stark, Tony Stark's dad, back during World War I, where they're trying to help the U.S. government defeat the forces of Hydra. And if you did not know, Hydra was the made-up version of what would be the German Nazi army, run by Hitler. But of course, in the storyline of Hydra, it is Red Skull that is in control of the Hydra forces. So, roundabout way, Red Skull is the Marvel variation of Hitler, and Hydra is the Marvel variation of the Nazi army. But anyway, next we have, another acetate original of Gamora, the daughter of Thanos. So put this like that so you can see it better. Look at that artwork. And this is exactly what she looks like in the show, too. She was a badass in all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but man, she is way more of a badass in the What If series. There you go. There's information there on the back about her. Absolutely fantastic. Man, I love these cards. I know I've said it several times already, but you guys, I mean, I know y'all have eyes. You can see how awesome these cards are. Even if you've never watched 1 second of any of the What If shows, you can tell that this is great work. Great artwork. All right, here we go. Another clear-cut chapter. This is, again, these have got to be one in every pack. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? This is, again, where he's trying to battle time to save Christina from dying. All right, and there's your information there on the back. So, again, even on the back of the cards, they look good. There you go. There's Doctor Strange. Clear-cut chapter. Next card, last card of the pack, we have Nick Fury. And this is from the episode of Party Thor, What If Thor Was an Only Child, where S.H.I.E.L.D. is sent to Las Vegas because that's where Thor lands down and brings all of his alien buddies to party. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. recognizing that as a threat as it's destroying their party and is destroying the planet. They go out there and try and talk to him, reason with him, blah, blah, blue. I'm not going to destroy or tell them the majority of the story. I want you guys to watch it. I really do. I want you guys to watch this series. These are awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, on to pack number 7. No. Is this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, man, this is pack number 7. All right, here we go. Another Doctor Strange Supreme. I think this is our first double. Our first dupe. So I'm not going to turn over the back. Turn it over to the back. Since we've already saw this card not too long ago. My next card is also a dupe. This one is of Zombie Captain America. Oh, and actually this one isn't a dupe because the last one was the supervillains card. So this one is not a duplicate. It's a duplicate image, just in a different format. So it's not an actual duplicate card. It's just duplicate image. There it is. Zombie Captain America. Alright, next card we have, what if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? Another great image of Captain Carter. Look at her. Look at her standing up there wearing her Union Jack shirt. Looking all menacing, badass, brooding like she's... Who you think you are? You think you're Batman? You ain't Batman. That's a whole different universe. Sorry. Excuse me. That's a whole different universe. But yeah, she's definitely up there, all standing up there in all her badassery, ready to kick ass. Forget taking names. She's just going to kick some ass. There's a little damage on it. Damn. Turn corner. Turn corner. Damn it. I do not like getting damaged cards right out of the box. That's annoying. But ooh, sweet. Our first medallion card. Oh, these are way thin in comparison to the other medallion cards. This one is of Jane Foster. Jane Foster medallion. And as you can see, these are definitely way thinner than the other medallion cards in any of the other sets. Look exactly the same on the front and back, but are definitely not as thick. Sweet hit. Sweet hit. All right, there we go. Next one. Okay, this is another clear-cut chapter. What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? This one is of Howard Stark. And there it is in all its clear-cut acetate glory. Mr. Howard Stark. There you go. Nice looking card. Again, great artwork. Alright, on to the last card. We have Steve Rogers while he is inside the Hydra Stomper. Because the only reason I've seen the episode, of course, and then as you can see all the blue turquoise, they're the gauges reflecting on his visor. Kind of like how Tony Stark was in the Iron Man suit. That's how he was also in the Hydra Stomper. Alright, there's your card there of Steve Rogers. Not Captain America, but Steve Rogers. Alright, that was that pack. This is pack number 8. We are halfway through. And we are in almost an hour in. Alright, here we go. We have another image of Christine Carter from the episode What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands? Her being his heart, of course. Same image from earlier, just smaller and on a different format with the card. All right, there's your information about Christine Palmer. All right, nice. Next card we have... I have no vertical PC character cards yet. I say that because we're only halfway through. Alright, next card we have Zombie Iron Man from the episode of What If Zombies. Absolutely amazing artwork. There's your information about Zombie Iron Man. Even though he doesn't have his helmet, he's looking like Tony Stark, but he's still wearing the Iron Man suit. So technically that is still Iron Man. All right, next card. We have another Party Thor. So what if Thor were an only child? There it is. Again, great artwork. Definitely drawn in the, well, at least this episode, definitely drawn in the Disney style, because you can see it. If you'd seen any other Disney art within the past 15 years, Disney art, Disney movies, Disney shows, Disney cartoons, they all are done by the same artists, and they all draw the similar, same style, and you can definitely tell that this is a Disney drawn character of Thor. There we go. Next we have, oh sweet, another silver medallion. This one is a vertical PC card. This one is of the post-apocalyptic Black Widow. She's holding Hawkeye's bow. So this portion of the episode is after Hawkeye dies. Or is eliminated. If I do believe, or I believe that is correct. I think. I'm not 100%. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I do believe Clint dies in this episode. But anyway, there's our first vertical PC card. And other than that one of the collector, all of my PC cards have been Black Widow. Not that I'm complaining, because that's pretty dope. But alright, next we have another clear-cut chapter. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Of Doctor Strange out on the balcony talking to Christine. I do believe this was in the earlier... No, this is probably about midway through after he had started going back in time to try and save her. As each episode progresses, or as the episode progresses, and each time he tries to bring Christina back, the more and more heartbroken he becomes, but also at the same time, the more and more he appreciates the little bit of time that he gets to spend with her before ultimately she dies. There we go. Last card, we have another Jane Foster. Different, same image, different style, because we don't see Darcy, Kat Dennings' character, on the side over here, like we did in the other card of Jane. But there you go. There's information there on the back of Jane Foster. We are halfway through this pack. I want to thank every one of you that have stuck through the video so far. We still got several packs to go through. I appreciate you guys spending your time here watching the video. If you've made it this far, spam that like button. Make the algorithm go through the roof so I can present this content to more people out there. And again, all likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. So with that being said, let's continue on with this rip. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left to go. Okay, so that would make this pack number, what, 9? Yep, this is pack number 9. Alright, first card of the pack, we have the retro throwback of the same image we saw not too long ago of Captain Carter, but this one is just of Peggy Carter. Same image, just different style, different platform, different design of the card. And there's also a lot more information on the back of this card. Actually, no, there's not. This is the exact same information on the back of this card that there was on the other Peggy Carter card. Alright, there we go. Next card we have Darcy Lewis. What if Thor were an only child? This is before she In this episode, she hooks up with Howard the Duck and later on becomes mama to Howard's baby. Yeah, I know. Freaking trips you out, right? Anyway, watch it, man. Watch it. It is, it is funny, especially the episodes after they hook up. But there you go. There's Darcy. Next, we have What If the World's Lost the Mightiest Heroes, Hank Pym. Old man Hank in his, I do believe this is the Yellow Jacket outfit, or outfit that he's wearing. He becomes a bad guy, so to speak. I have to watch the episode. I'm not going to give it all away. Yep, see, there's the Yellow Jacket suit. There it is. There's your information there on the back. Old man Hank looking run down. All right, next card we have another medallion. This one is of his daughter. The last card that we saw, his daughter, the Wasp, in a medallion. This is her in her suit after she had grown gigantic. She's holding the rest of the surviving heroes in her hands to try and get to the compound where Vision and Ultron are. No. This was the zombie episode. This was the zombie episode where she tries to save the rest of them to get to Vision to try and save everybody. And the twist in that episode of the zombies, man, I ain't even going to touch it. I ain't going to say nothing about it. But man, I never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. Usually it's very predictive about things. Not this one. All right, here we go. Another clear-cut chapter of What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands. This is of Doctor Strange with the Sorceress Supreme, or also known in the episode as the Ancient One. There it is. I swear this has got to be in a clear cut is in every pack. Alright, there's a little bit of the story of what's going on in this episode. But again, badass looking card. That's sweet. That is sweet. Alright, on to the next card. Last card of this pack, we have Yondu. I believe this is the episode of T'Challa becoming Star-Lord. Yep, when the Ravagers kidnapped T'Challa, Yondu raised him. You know, the whole same story. Instead of kidnapping Peter Quill, they kidnapped T'Challa instead. By mistake, but then again, this is What If, so was it really by mistake? Or was it intentional? Watch the episode, you'll find out. Alright, on to pack number 10. Alright, there we go. Another image of Captain Carter looking menacing on the roof in the retro Impel 1990 style. Let's see, is this the same? Yep, it's the exact same information on the back of this card as it was on the other card of this image. But still, badass card. Badass card. Next, we have a... this is a case hit. Holy shit. This is a black diamond. This is a black... And it's a thick one. A black diamond. And it's a PC character. Wow, look at that. Black Diamond of Black Widow. This is card number 140 out of 199. And it's embossed. Or is that raised? Oh no, that's a raised image. The image of her is sitting on top of whatever the image is on the Black Diamond card. Oh my god, y'all. That is a case hit right there. And Black Diamonds are what? Hold on, let me see what this says here. Black Diamonds are numbered from to 199. It is a... It doesn't state what the odds are of pulling them. Yeah, I can't see. I'm not going to waste that much more time looking for it. But there it is. Card 140 of 199. Absolutely freaking amazing, y'all. Absolutely amazing. Hell yeah. Super stoked about that one. Every one of my PC cards that would go into my PC if I split up this product and only keep my PC, I got the 4 Black Widow cards and then the one of the collector of Benicio del Toro playing the collector. Anyway, here we go. Another clear-cut chapters. This is What If Zombies of course, you can tell, Zombie Captain America. There you go. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Information there on the back. Great looking card. Great looking card. Great artwork. Man, this is dope. Dope ass set, man. I might have to get me a couple more of these hobby boxes. All right, last card of pack number 10. We have Uatu the Watcher. There's information there on the back. It's talking about how he's helping Black Widow. Oh man, it's damaged. I got another little damaged corner. Damn it, I didn't even look to see if that black diamond was in really good shape. I was just too stoked to get it. All right, here we go. On to pack 11. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, pack 11. I was right. Pack 11. That's the first time that's stuck to me. Oh, and now we got the base card of the Black Diamond of Black Widow from What If the World Lost Its Mightiest Heroes. This is where she does the investigation on trying to find out why all of the members of the Avengers are being picked off one by one by one. Actually, they weren't even the Avengers at the time. They were all just individual superheroes. But there it is. Another card. Fantastic card to add to the collection of Black Widow. Because that's all there are over here. Which I am not complaining. I'm stoked about that. What If Ultron won? This one is Post-Apocalyptic Hawkeye. So this is before he was eliminated. I do believe he was eliminated in this episode. And he's got a metal right arm. Can't see it too well in this image because it's a little dark. But yes, his right arm is cybernetic. Possibly just an Iron Man arm that he lost his original and Tony slapped one of those on there for him. I don't know. It doesn't dive into the backstory of him having a metal arm and why. Anyway, on to the next card. We have What If Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Doctor Strange Supreme in a different image. This is where he is pulling in the dark powers to try and save Christine. All right, on to the next card. We have, another hit. Ooh, I like this one. This is possibilities of what if T'Challa became Star-Lord, but this one is of Nebula. Look at that, y'all. That is absolutely amazing. Fantastic card. Color match and all. It's got the gold foil on it. It's got the gold explosions. The rainbow foil, the blue card matches her blue skin. That, man, this is a dope-ass card. And what is that? Oh, that's the same information on the back of this one as it was on the other Nebula card. Man, that is badass. Man, even from back there, it looks phenomenal. All right, here we go. Another clear-cut chapters. What if Captain Carter were the first Avengers? This is Captain Carter riding a motorcycle. I believe this was in Germany, where they go to find Hydra's secret base in the mountains of Germany at a dam. Kind of like how the Hoover Dam is here in the United States. It was similar dam there in Germany in the mountains that they were going to in the episode to try and find Hydra, but they end up finding Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper. Last card of this pack, we have Wong. Got a little dust there on the card, but we have Wong. I like Wong. Wong was a cool character. Very reasonable, very wise man. Which does not surprise me why he eventually becomes Sorcerer Supreme. There it is. On to the next pack. Pack number 12. Alright, first card, we have another image of the Wasp from the episode What If Zombies. Same image we saw earlier, just different format, different style of the card. Let's see here, the back. Yep, same information on the back of this card as it was on the last one that we saw of her. So there you go. Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp. Next card, we have What If Thor Were an Only Child, the Frost Giant Loki. I was wondering if I was going to get one of these with all the damn Party Thor cards I got earlier flying through the first couple packs. Actually, I think like the first 6 packs, we had a Party Thor in every one. And this is the original state of Loki as one of the Frost Giants. Alright, there is there's his information on the back of the card. Frost Giant Loki. Come down to Earth to Vegas to party with his buddy Thor, his brother from another mother, as they refer to each other in the episode. Alright, next card, we have another Vision card, different from the previous one, but same image. Different style, different cards, presentation. But again, same information on the back of this card as there was on the back of the first card. Excuse me, the first card that we pulled of Vision. All right, on to the next card. The Watcher's Sight of the Lenticular, and this one is of Yondu, and I'm not missing it this time. There's Uatu in the background watching, but there's the Lenticular Shift. Again, it doesn't look nearly as good through the lens of this camera as it does in person. And there we go. There's information on the back of the card about Yondu. This is a great card. I love these lenticulars. This is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I have had to have received a hot box. Again, shout out David Adams. Thank you for such a great product, such a great box. And oh, here we go. Another clear-cut chapter. This one is of Sharon Carter. What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? This is her riding on the back of the Hydra Buster that is piloted by Steve Rogers. Great imagery, great artwork, great episode. I'm telling you, you guys, you all need to go check out this series. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you have watched it, watch it again. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I've probably watched all of this whole series probably 4 or 5 times already. That's how much I like this show. But I've always been a big fan of the What If series in paper form, i.e. comic books. All right, here we go. Last card of this pack. We have a better image than the last one that we saw of the Infinity Ultron. As you can see, it's Ultron mixed with Vision. This here, how you see him, is a mask. I know it's the face of Ultron, but it is the mask. This is the face of Vision underneath. This is what he looks like when he goes into Ultron form for battle. And as you see there, all the Infinity Stones in his chest. And again, same information that is on the back of this card as it was on the other Infinity Ultron. Alright, that was the last card of pack 12. On to pack 13. We have this one and 2 more to go. This is definitely going a lot longer than what I had expected, but being that this is the first rip of this product, I wanted to take my time and enjoy the artwork. And then here we go. What if Thor were an only child? This one is of Captain Marvel. This is where she goes to Vegas to reason with Thor about, hey, your partying's killing our planet. We don't need you here. Get the hell off. They battle back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So on and so forth until ultimately Thor leaves and Earth is saved. There's information there about Captain Marvel. Man, this set is so dope. So dope. I am so glad I got this product. I was leery for a long time until I saw the price that Dave and Adams were the price that Dave and Adams were offering per hobby box. I couldn't pass it up, even just to check it out. But there we go. We have Uatu the Watcher, part of the episode of What If Ultron won. Alright, there's your information there on the back of Uatu. Uatu, Uatu. Alright, next card we have from the episode What If the Watcher broke his oath of Black Panther, but it's Killmonger as the Black Panther, because in the What If series, T'Challa never became Black Panther. But in this version of the What If series, Killmonger is Black Panther. This is the first time seeing this card, this character on this card. This is pretty sweet. There's information there on the back. Alright, next card is backwards, but I can see that it is a acetate original. This one is doesn't look like it's numbered, nothing special about it other than the fact that it is an acetate originals. This one is of Captain Carter. Isn't this the same image that we saw? Yeah, right there. That's the same image as this one. Just a little bit bigger on this card, but still, dope ass card. Alright, there's information there on the back. Again, why it was upside down in the pack, I don't know. Well, there you go. Alright, next card we have another clear-cut chapters. What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger? This is her in her I'm gonna kick your ass pose with her Union Jack shield and Union Jack outfit. Love the way the light goes across her eyes like that, and how serious she is about kicking somebody's ass. No lie. Watch it, y'all. I'm serious. Watch it. This is a great series. So if you're hearing me out there, Disney Plus, which I highly doubt, but by chance, if you're out there hearing me, Disney Plus, I would love a sponsorship. That would be great. Oh my, I know that's one hell of a stretch, but you can always hope. Excuse me, everybody. Pardon me. All right, last card of pack number 13. We have T'Challa, Star-Lord. Great artwork, great imagery. Looks like it's the same information as it was on the other card that we got of T'Challa. All right, on to pack number 14. Almost there, everybody. I want to thank you all for sticking through. This has been a long one. I know it's probably been the longest one that I've ever done. But it is worth it. In my eyes, it is worth it. I am glad, so glad that I got this product. First card, throwback style of Frost Giant Loki. Same image that we saw on the other card, just zoomed in a little bit more on just Loki himself without the other Frost Giant guards. Yep, same information that is on the back of this card as there was on the back of the other Frost Giant Loki. Here we go. Next card, we have just a regular Loki. This is a what if the world lost its mightiest heroes. This is when Loki steps in and takes over Earth after all of the heroes have been unalived, eliminated, assassinated, killed, murdered, whatever. All the above. Loki comes in, goes down to the United Nations, and takes over the world. There you go. There's all the information there on the back. Nice Loki card. Next. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is the first time seeing this character in this set. We have What If Zombies. This is Zombie Scarlet Witch. Look at that artwork, y'all. Spider-Man's got her all webbed up so she can't use her magic to kick their ass and then eat them. All right, there's information there on the back. Seems like it's the same information that was on the last zombie card. I believe that one was Captain America that we saw last. But man, that is a sweet card. I love the red. The highs and lows of the red in the cards. All right, on to the next card. Oh, we got a Marvel Masterpiece. We have a Marvel Masterpiece. This is a case hit. Y'all, this is a case hit. The Battle Spectrum. T'Challa, Star-Lord versus the Collector. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely... Oh, is that a blemish? Oh, my God, no. Yep. Damn it. Right there. Right there. I got an indentation in the card. Damn it. Urgh. All right, let's overlook that. I'm just going to do this. Look at that card, y'all. As if it never happened. Look at that card. That is a badass card right there. I love that foil. I love that foil on the Battle Spectrum. That blemish does not exist. This is a phenomenal card right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is Battle Spectrum card number 2. This is the first one that we've got of the Marvel Masterpiece style of the Battle Spectrum cards. Dude, this is phenomenal. Dope-ass card. Dope-ass card. There's no blemish in that corner. This is a badass card right there. Man, that is a dope card. Whoo-wee! All right, on to the next. What if Thor were an only child? Clear-cut chapters. This is when Maria Hill confronts Darcy and Jane about their help to try and stop Party Thor from destroying the planet. Because the more he partied, the more destruction that was caused to destroy Earth. Alright, there's information there on the back. Man, I really like this set. I really like this set. So nice. So nice. And then our last card of pack 14, we have Ayo! Ayo! Hey, isn't that how I do my intros? Hey yo. Oh, I say hey yo. This is just Ayo. 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 Maybe I'll start doing that instead. Nah, I ain't. Hell no. Anyway, Ayo. Nice card. There's all your information there on the back of Ayo. Ayo. Alright, I need to stop with that. Alright, everybody. Last pack of the rip. Last pack of the box. Last pack of the video. I can't really ask for hits. One of one sketch, metal cards, all that good stuff, all the high numbered stuff. That would be phenomenal if I could get it. But man, I've gotten so many good things already throughout this whole hobby box. I'm good. If I get anything else other than what I've already received, number cards, one of ones, whatever, everything is just a bonus from here on out. So this last pack is, actually last packs have been bonuses. But anyway, here we go. First off, same image that we saw earlier on the clear cut chapter. We have Howard Stark. And this is Captain Carter, and this is Major, I can't remember right off the top of my head. Maybe it says it here on the back. Nope, that's Colonel John Flynn, not Major, Colonel John Flynn. But there you go. Again, I love the retro style of the 90 Impels. 90, 91, 92s. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Love it. Alright, on to the next card. What if T'Challa became a Star-Lord? This one is of Thanos. After he becomes a... Well, back up a little bit. And he also got Cosmo. So we got Thanos and Cosmo. In this episode, this is the end of the episode where Thanos... And I know it's going to be hard to believe if you haven't seen the show and you haven't read any of the stuff about what I'm about to tell you. Is very, 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 very hard to believe. But Thanos is a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, you heard me correctly. Thanos, the snap. This was after he realized what he'd done was so wrong, and he brought back everybody and destroyed the gauntlet and got rid of the stones. And he's a good guy. I know. Wrinkle Butt Chin is a good guy at the end of this episode. Don't believe me? Watch it. Please, watch it. Watch them all. On to the next card. We have, what if the Watcher broke his oath? This is Gamora, daughter of Thanos. Different image of... Or no, same... No, it is a different image than the last... Gamora card that I pulled. Again, though, still great artwork, great imagery. I believe this was after Uatu came to her and told her that she was chosen to help save all realities. There it is, in its Gamora glory. There it is. On to the next. We have... Ooh, what is this? Oh, we have another Dimensions card. Unfortunately, it is of Hawkeye before he lost his right arm, because he's got a human flesh arm right there. Where in the last image that we saw of this character, he had a metal right arm from the elbow down. I do believe it was just from the elbow down. But anyway, badass design on this card. I really love that prismatic foil on the background. It is still the retro 90, 91, 92 Impel style. Dope card. Hoped it would to be a better character than Hawkeye, but it's still a nice card. On to the next card, we have another clear-cut chapter. This one is Doctor Strange. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hand? The clear-cut chapters card. Great image, great artistry. You can kind of like feel how he's pulling in the power of the darker side of the mystic arts. All right, and there's your information there on the back. All right, now we have one card left. One card, everybody. And here it is. Last card of the rip box and video. We have Hawkeye. Same image there, just on a different format, different style. And the information on the back is the same, so I'm not going to bore you with all that. So there it is, everybody. That is it. That is the first hobby box of the Marvel Studios What If. I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, in all seriousness, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune into my channel to watch my content. I greatly appreciate you in just that. And I appreciate all likes, all comments, all subscriptions. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's help feed that algorithm so I can get my videos out there to a broader audience so it can help my channel grow. And I want you to all have a glorious, marvelous rest of your day and or night. So with that being said, take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Be kind to everyone you see. I will check you all out in the next video. Until then, y'all, peace.